What's going on, everybody? Future Jeremy here. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into the reaction of this video because the first quarter part of the video, when I was recording, my mic was muted and I did not get any audio for that, introducing you guys to what this video is. It is basically me reacting to the mini interview that Ash Habib and Steel City did for questions and concerns for the next Undisputed installment. So I don't want to hold you guys too long. I'm just going to let you know right now. In this video, I'm going to give my most fair and honest opinion. If there's anything bad, I will critique it in the most fair way possible. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Thank you for watching.
We put out an announcement video in April regarding Undisputed and how we've stopped developing it. So we received a great response from most people. I think it's great to see some of the excitement around the sequel for Undisputed. Of course, you know, there were a few people that were disappointed in terms of us not putting out any more updates, but you know, I went over the reasons why we needed to move on to a new engine. And yeah, the reasons why we're taking this to a bigger level now, and that's
To be fair, I don't think people were disappointed as far as not giving it another update. I think they were just a bit frustrated and disappointed as to why did it take so long for you guys to give us, any kind of transparency as far as what are the what are the plans for moving forward. Are you gonna try to continue to work on this game, or are you going to go ahead and just say this is what we can do, it's the best we can do, we're just going to go into the next game? And I think people were just more disappointed and frustrated at that it took so long rather than you guys saying you just can't do it. But it is what it is at this point, and yeah, let's keep going.
what the franchise deserves. But yeah, super excited. We had some great responses from fighters as well. The fact that actually we've now signed some new fighters for the sequel that reached out to us.
That's actually interesting. The fact that new fighters have reached out to be in the game, and I'm not excited, but I'm interested to see as who's going to be in this next game. And hopefully they can put a lot more fighters in here. Not necessarily old fighters, because there's a lot of current talent right now that's just killing it. But I'm interested to see in who's going to be in the next installment.
But yeah, we're growing as a franchise. But yeah, I think overall sentiment's been great, and you know, it's always great to hear feedback from our community. And you know, we're building the game the same way we started out with the SBC, with the community, and you know, we've got some great things coming up.
So the next question would be, looking back, which undisputed innovations stand out the most? See what you got to say.
When it came to developing Undisputed, there were many things that we wanted to innovate on. We always strived to make sure that, you know, boxing fans had something new, and I think we proved that with quite a few features that we introduced into Undisputed, whether it's the number of punches, whether it was introducing even the concept of having check hooks, to taking the knee, through to our movement system. And you know, for us to be an indie studio that's essentially pioneered in this space, in the combat sports games, you know, we can be really proud of what we've achieved.
Before I read this text question, I'm going to be fair on that and say not bad with the everything he said as far as taking a knee, the movement, and just the style of play in general. It wasn't bad. And the good thing about it, there's always room for opportunity. So I mean, yeah, it was the first game, so it's a learning experience, right? As with everybody that starts out with anything, you're not gonna get it right the first time. You're gonna some people may come out whatever it is that you're doing. It might not be bad, but there's always room for improvement. So yeah, I'll be fair on that.
So I mentioned in the last video that we moved to the Unreal Engine. This gives us just more flexibility in how we're developing the sequel.
Unreal Engine is gonna give them worlds to work with. And bravo. Bravo. That was smart. Even though if the coding to the current installment wasn't so bad, I think the current engine that they were using in this game wouldn't have it honestly, I don't think this game wouldn't have been that bad, but we won't even go into that. Let's keep moving.
So it allows us to increase our visual quality of the game. And that's everything from how the fighters look through to the motion capture. And recently we had Terence Crawford and Teofimo here in Sheffield doing the motion capture, which was pretty cool. And as part of that, we've actually further iterated on our movement system. So we're now allowing players to move more precisely within the game. And internally, we've moved it from a 4-point movement system to an 8-point movement system. So,
Okay. A lot to take in. Having Terrence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez coming in to do the scanning, I think was perfect. Best idea. And me, honestly, I think you should have fighters coming in and doing those things and working with the developmental team instead of just having some game developer from 15 to 20 years ago come in and just derail the entire thing. It's like, no, work with everyone that we bring aboard and let's make the game the best possible. Let's try to make the best possible game we can under the technology that we do have, which is amazing technology at this point. But yeah, bravo.
basically means you have more control over your fighter. So, we've been listening to a lot of the feedback from the community. But again, the game is rooted in boxing. So, we've taken on board a lot of direction as well from boxing coaches.
Oh, and by the way, they went from a 4-point to an 8-point. And you would have to rewind back to understand where I'm going when I'm saying the 4-point and the 8-point. Basically, the 8-point is going to give players so many. I mean, if you're that good in the game and you got an 8-point, we'll just call it an 8-point axle. Golly, it's gonna be damn near impossible to beat some of these players. I could already tell you right now that imagine if you got somebody that knows boxing and can play video games too. And my phone just rang. Well, anywho, yeah, that 8-point axle. Bravo.
to actual world champion fighters. So we've hired more technical consultants that are working alongside us in the game. And these guys are literally world champions. So we feel like we've got the best foundation in combining our enthusiasm for making the sequel alongside the passion we've got from the community and the technical expertise from the fighters.
As I said earlier, just have the fighters work with the developers, and as far as how to make each fighter move, you got pro fighters in there. I mean, even if he would have brought in amateur fighters, good amateur fighters who could imitate fighters from back then, it having that feedback from actual boxers helps. And golly, I'm not excited, but you caught my interest. How are you fixing online play in that code?
So as I mentioned, on the online space was really important to us, and in the sequel, we've got a new solution in terms of the netcode that we're now using for online play. So we've expanded the studio significantly, brought in additional expertise in the multiplayer space, and we're really happy with the results that we're seeing so far. So we decided to go with the rollback solution, and so far it's looking very promising. And we're developing this now with very experienced developers that have come.
Stupid Mac computer. I go to press pause and it gives me the search bar. Anywho, the rollback system for online play. And I said this in the previous video. I believe I did, but that rollback is gonna be, yeah. And I'm going to explain why. Because in the current state of the game that we have now, on one person's end, I'm throwing a full right hook. But then on my screen, I'm doing this. Just so now I'm frustrated because my fighter is just doing that. Meanwhile, on my opponent's screen, I'm doing this. And I probably missed.
What the hell is even that?
But yeah, let's keep going.
From some of the biggest studios around. So we're very happy with the growth. Now having over 100 devs in the studio,
Wow.
we're very confident in what we'll be able to deliver.
Wow.
Like we started in the ESBC days, I felt we built the game with the community, and what we're going to do now is release content to keep you all updated in how development's going for the sequel. So let us know what's important to you, what questions you have, and we'll do our best to answer them in upcoming videos. So the biggest question after the video in April was when is the game coming out? So I'm not going to commit to a date right now. I've made that mistake before back in the ESBC days, and I missed it a couple of times. So yeah, let us know your thoughts, comments, what you want us to talk about in future videos. And yeah, we'll look forward to putting some content out. We done?
Yeah. Grab the mic.
Don't commit to no dates. Do not. Take your time. And I say that because learn from Square Enix. When they released their last 3 Final Fantasy VII games that they remade, from the remake to the Crisis Core reunion to the Rebirth, they took their they took their time. And yeah, there was some, you know, a couple of bumps on the road in the first game, but they took their time creating that game so that there wouldn't be not a single bug. And there might have been bugs. I didn't notice any bugs in the game when I bought all three, but take a take 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 something out of that book, take a page out of that book, and yeah, take your time. Do not commit to a date. Just keep building the game, and piece by piece, don't even listen to me. Don't listen to any fan right now. I get it. There are things that are important. Don't listen to us. Listen to the boxers. You got the best input that you could have of the next installment. The boxes. I'm being honest. You don't even listen to us. I mean, yeah, you could, but the boxes. Listen to them. I'm sure a few of them play the darn game, but I mean, I wouldn't even say don't even listen to us. I would say listen to our questions and concerns. And then if any of those align with anything that the boxes could give, or I, I don't know. I see, I don't want to do that because now I'm flip flopping, but okay. I would say yes, look at our questions and concerns, and then have boxes kind of give you a better direction as to where to go with that. Is it important to put certain things in the game or not? But me, honestly, you got the boxes. That's the way to go. But I go by the name of Jay Hook. I think I was pretty fair with this one. But again, I'm not excited. I'm interested. And bravo. Bravo to Ash Habib. Hopefully they can get the game out within the next year or two. But if it takes three, so be it. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta get my lunch ready for my day job tomorrow. So you guys stay blessed, be safe, and take some time to enjoy and just enjoy life. Go do something. See y'all later.